Come receive, receive. Peel out, receive. Turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this game finishes at 2-all, we will be going into penalties. It will be 5 penalties each side, and if they're still even, we will then go into sudden death. So, ladies and gentlemen, it will be penalties. There will be 5 penalties per team. If still equal after the 5 penalties, we will be going into sudden death. It means it will be 1 per side. First one to get in front will win. Both coaches will name the first 5 penalty takers from each team. And then after that, we'll just continue right through the team until we have got a winner. Excuse me, could the gentleman on the car park please take that little boy off the edge of the car park, please? Thank you very much. Thank you. teams. Extra time, 8 penalties each. Congratulations to both teams. Final score 4-3 on penalties. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Luxury Paint Stadium. Our semi-final between Lions FC and Peninsula Power, or our qualifying final, as the sign says, which was due to start at 5, will probably start in another 5 minutes or so. Lions would like to thank their platinum sponsors, Luxury Paint, Memphis Element, W Dental, The Line Richmond. Major sponsors, Bailey Ladders, Kappa-Kamatsu, Sinosort, Wall Mazda, and minor sponsors, Cabot and Partners, Base Compression, Charmer Security Installation, Christian Homes, Sparkle Cow Car Wash, Springfield, and Red Bank Planning. Ladies and gentlemen, to our qualifying final. Team tonight, the Lions. Number 3, Jackson Hart Phillips. Number 4, Number 4, Blair Ponting. Number 5, Tommy Gerard. Number 6, Harvey Coates. Number 8, Mitchell Moore. Number 9, Luke Roderick. Number 10, Raman Aguari. Number 12, Sean Carlos. Number 14, Erumuko Develli. Number 17, Zane North. And number 66, Jackson Riley. Subs tonight for Lions. Number 1, Patrick Satori. Number 2, Liam Pontic. Number 11, Joseph Argos. Number 13, Alex Irwin. Number 22, Fred Oyet. And number 23, Kim Binko. Captain for Lions, Sean Carlos. Coach, Dan Barber. Assistant coach, Nathan Shepherd and Jake Jeanette. And manager, Paul Jones. Team tonight for Peninsula Power. Number 1, Jordan Bertel. Number 2, Reece Gray. Number 4, Joseph Hitchcock. Number 5, Joshua Phelps. Number 8, Joshua Woody. Number 9, Hiroshi Koyasawa. Number 10, Mia Joseph. Number 12, Raymond Zippo. Number 15, Anchuali. Number 17, Daniel Driver. And number 24, Connie McKenzie. Sub tonight for Peninsula. Number 3, Slade Stokes. Number 7, Kane Gibbs. Number 11, Ryan Bryant. Number 13, Jacob Maloney. Number 19, Joey Duckworth. And number 20, Daniel Leff. Coach for Peninsula Power, Aaron Phillips. Assistant coaches, Daniel Panisi and Trent McAvoy. And manager, Kurt McDonald. Captain for Peninsula Power, Jordan Kirkland. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Lions FC and Peninsula Power.
Better late than never. Here we go again. 4 has become 3 on the road to the grand final, and in a couple of hours' time, we will know our first participant in the NPL men's. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Luxury Paint Stadium in Richlands, the home of many huge moments in Queensland football over the last decade, and we have another one brewing here. It's the qualifying final between the 2026 Premiers and two-time defending champions. A team 2 wins away from the Queensland quadruple, Lions FC, taking on a side that is desperate to end a 5-year trophy drought, having gone so close on multiple occasions with one of the most talented squads in the state, Peninsula Power. James Coughlin in the commentary booth, ready to bring you all the action on FQTV for this Sunday special. The winner here will book a spot at Spencer Park in 2 weeks' time, while the loser will have to pick themselves up off the mat for a preliminary final at home next weekend. Well, we are under the lights here at Luxury Paint Stadium, a delayed kickoff due to the penalty shootout in the 23s match, which went the way of Gold Coast Knights over Lions. Let's run through the team news for the two sides, starting with Lions, coached as always by Dan Barber. The goalkeeper, Jackson Riley. Number 3, Jackson Hart-Phillips. 4, Blair Ponting. 5, Tommy Gerard. 6, Harvey Pope. 8, Mitch Hoare. 9, Luke Broderick. 10, Rahmat Akbari. 12, Sean Carlos. 14, Eramugo Debele. 17, Zane North. 2 changes from Tuesday night's Han Australia Cup win. Chair Deng departs for a new opportunity. Finn Beakhurst to the bench. Blair Ponting and Harvey Pope, the 2 inclusions. 7 players starting for the 30th or more time in 2026. And it is game 37 for Zane North, who has held down the fort on the left side of that central defence. Meanwhile, for Peninsula Power, the coach is Aaron Philp, who will reach 250 games in charge of Penn Power during this final series, during the NPL FQPL era. The goalkeeper is Jordan Thurtell. Number 2, Reese Gray. Number 4, Joseph Hitchcock. 5, Josh Phelps. 8, Josh Woolley. 9, Hiroshi Miyazawa. 10, Naya Joseph. 12, Raymond Diho. 15, Anshu Ale. 17, Danny Driver. And 24, Connor McKenzie. 3 changes from last Saturday night's Cup final. McGowan, the big absentee, out injured. Dan Leck and Kane Gibbs drop to the bench. Joseph Hitchcock and Diho will shore up the back line, while Miyazawa will add a spark up front. Naya Joseph has been the ever-present for this team, playing game 34 of 34 for Penn Power, starting for the 33rd time. And after a brief swap around, we are ready for kickoff. Here we go. It is Luke Broderick. Lions in their all-orange, Power in all-blue. We are refereed today by Tom Fell, assisted by Abdullah Al-Khamisi and Byron Lurch. Zach Keenan, the 4th official. And here we go. Who will be hosting, nominally, the grand final in 2 weeks' time? We will know momentarily. Each team with 11 on the pitch. And for the 2nd year in a row and 4th time all up, it is Lions and Power facing off in the final 4. And what could we be waiting for now? This match was meant to kick off at 5 p.m. at local time. It is now 5:47. The penalty shootout and extra time responsible for the delay. I can see Zach Keenan now heading down towards the right side of the picture. Well, whatever the delay is, we are finally underway at Luxury Paint Stadium. Here we go. Lions going from left to right. And it is Power looking for a fast start in this game, surely, after so many years of finals heartbreak. Meanwhile, Lions, hasn't all gone their way, but they have Experienced more joy than pretty much anyone else, although that is a loose pass intercepted by Miyazawa, and now he'll try and feed Joseph. Here he is in the box. Joseph, a dream start for Penn Power. Nia Joseph inside a minute, and Power have stunned this crowd at Luxury Paint Stadium. Nia Joseph poking it through. And they could not have asked for a better start, Penn Power. And perhaps a little shush to the narrative.
First goal of the match to Peninsula Power by number 10, Nia Joseph.
Well, if Penn Power were deciding how this game was going to start, that's pretty much perfect for them. 100 seconds on the clock. They're already up 1-0. It's something they haven't done against Lions this season since the 47th minute of their round 9 clash at AJ Kelly Park. So 2.5 games for all intents and purposes. But they have been kept scoreless by Lions. 1-0 here at Luxury Paint Stadium on the first day of August. And then 1-0 in that cup final last Saturday. Press from the front from Miyazawa. So critical, and now they're just looking to go right over the top. And I mention again, Chair Deng, it was announced by Lions on the pitch after the match. He has departed the club. He's off for a new opportunity. And Harvey Pope is the fill-in at central defence. And that is a less than ideal sight for Lions with that dynamic fullback Eramugo Debele down injured. He did get cleaned up in the early minutes of the Kappa Queensland Cup final as well, in a challenge that with McGowan or Power injured. Debele has been busy, but he has also been through the ringer from opposing defenders. Whatever buzz there was for this Luxury Paint Stadium crowd, hoping to see their side book a spot in the grand final for the 6th time since their NPL entry in 2018. The last thing they were hoping for. See the aggregate scoreline briefly up there. I think, so myself included, would have loved to have seen a 2-legged semi-final system, but this is a lot of fun too. There is Gray out for Miyazawa. Gray with the shift on that left side. Primarily played on the right this year, but a little tactical tweak, and now it's right at the top for Broderick. Watch closely, and he just can't get the power to beat Thurtell. He's the right back. So a couple of changes there from Aaron Philp and company. Dio. big shoes to fill of Ethan Kovac, and he's done so admirably. And Zane North makes another excellent tackle, as he has done many times this season across all competitions. As mentioned in the introduction, North ever present. His only game he didn't play in was round 3 at Rochdale, where he was an unused sub. Debele caught him late, but it might still fall for Miyazawa, who goes for the unselfish play, trying to square it for Joseph. And Gray has stayed down after that tackle from Debele, who's back up and running, and McKenzie to leave a mark on Debele, perhaps a little bit of revenge. And for the second time in 6.5 minutes, Debele is down. Both sides met in the 2025 NPL semi-final. Well, that was just the single elimination Final Four setup last season. And it may surprise you to see that, or to hear, that there were not a whole lot of holdovers from those teams almost 12 months ago to the day. For Lions, Alex Fechner and Jack Skinner out injured. Joe Duckworth is on the bench for Penn Power. Hashan Ramazani, Oscar Dillon and Liam MacArthur all departed to other NPL teams, both here and interstate. Acton gone as well. Let's see, starting 11, and then on the bench, Millard, Shaw, Pengelly, Minette and Borean all gone. So the holdovers for Lions, just 5 players. Mitch Hoare, Sean Carlos, Jackson Hart-Phillips, Luke Broderick and Finn Beekhurst, the last of which is on the bench, and he may be called on very soon for Enrico Debele after he was collected by McKenzie. Meanwhile, for Penn Power, just 6 holdovers from that game. Nia Joseph, Anshu Ale, Reese Gray, Josh Phelps all started. Well, Josh Woolley and Connor McKenzie started that semi-final on the bench. Villano, Ethan Kovac, Matt Mundy, Nick McGowan, Flemington, Messina, Veldemariam and Damsma not involved for various reasons. Doesn't how much can change in 12 months. Five players across the two sides out injured. One has changed teams. Just 11 playing in both games. Now Carlos. Barry. Carlos driving forward. He had 2 a year ago. Tees it up for Broderick. Parity restored inside 10 minutes. Carlos linking up with Broderick, and it's 1-1 at Richlands. Carlos just skipped through the challenge. Broderick found a bit of space, and he just loves scoring in finals, Luke Broderick. He's closing in on 100 appearances for Lions, Luke Broderick. And we're off to a fast start in this qualifying final. Two sides that know each other very well. This is the 4th meeting this season, 3rd time in 30 days. Power 3-2 winners at AJ Kelly Park on Anzac Day. And they could take the lead again through Joseph, saved by Riley. Woolley looking for the follow-up, not there. Joseph will take it again, try to curl it, And it took a deflection to go behind for a power corner. And that pressure at the back. Dio this time picking the pocket of Hart Phillips. Now Joseph looks right up for this game. Here's Awa. Gray with the shank. Just seeing Gray in that left wing position. Many, myself included, think he might be the best right back in the competition. Bari, still a season in orange. Broderick from an angle and wouldn't slide it through the legs of Mackenzie. The fourth semi-final meeting between these two. All three have gone the way of Lions, but Power would love to break that trend tonight. That's pulled down by Driver and a heavy landing by Broderick. He's holding that left arm. It was no foul seen by Tom Fell. Play on, it's going to be a physical battle between these two teams. The winner will surely be very pleased for the extra week of rest. Broderick is back up. No lasting damage on that left arm. He's still shaking it out. Ponting forward. Broderick nods it back, and it opens up for Dio, who collected Carlos late. No short of experience on the Lions bench as well. Shepherd, minute. Goalkeeper coach Paul Jones, who's been around the traps both in NPL and at A-League level. He's with the Brisbane Roar under Warren Moon. He's loving life at Luxury Paint Stadium. Carlos, here's the battle with Ale and looking to get in behind Broderick. Jared sees the space for North, and Power sitting very deep, inviting Lions onto them. North will take the strike on, and it was about to land right in front of Thurtell. He did well to take that cleanly, with Mitch Hoare lurking. Mitch Hoare scoring the brace on Tuesday night against Victorian side, North Sunshine Eagles, in that dominant 4-0 win that had arguably the best 45-minute burst from Lions in years. I mean that as a compliment for just how good they were. Basically ending that game before halftime. Barry was his highest. New faces this year, but didn't take him long to settle. Ramadak Bari. Hearing the call from Brisbane Roar, Melbourne Victory player. Carlos, he's dangerous from range and closed down well by Miyazawa. Still able to get the pass away for Hoare. Hart Phillips in support. Did he stay on side? He did. Now Ponting with the bobbling strike that into the arms of Thurtell, who has donned the armband in place of McGowan. Ponting, the little flick that almost worked to perfection. Dio deflected out, throw in for Penn Power. So 17 minutes played here at Luxury Paint Stadium. A goal apiece. That's the two best teams in NPL men this season. Battling it out for the first spot in the grand final. We've had a bumper weekend of action all around so far. Now Joseph trying to tee up a teammate but can only reach Debele. Made the tackle and bounced off Hart Phillips. Carlos to Hart Phillips, and again Lions trying to play it in behind, looking for Broderick. Miyazawa. And oh, that is a clever turn from Woolley. Now Miyazawa to Gray, and sure, just the more committed of the two in that tackle. And sails out. Expectant crowd at Richlands, although quite as bursting at the seams as it was on Tuesday night. Also not helped by the 300 or so North Sunshine fans who came along and added to the spectacle. To the box, brought down well. Joseph. Miyazawa, he's got the assist, looking for the goal. Gray can't quite get the bend he was hoping for on that one, and wide it will go. Come forward, they do so in numbers. That is the advantage of swapping Gray to the left. He does have that right foot, which is very dangerous on delivery. Carlos trying to play it first time, goes straight through Dio. And oh, the offside flag has gone up against Hart Phillips, and I defer the assistant on the near side. Entirely sure Hart Phillips agreed with that. The weekend we've had so far in Queensland football. We'll start with the elimination final in this competition. Extra time between Moreton City and Gold Coast Knights as they played out the first finals. 0-0 draw in 90 minutes since 2013. And just like that night, it finished 2-0. Moreton City, 2 goals courtesy of Darcy Sathura-Singer. Players has gone down behind play, and it is a foul for Lions as Mr. Fell spotted a foul. That might have been it, the pull from Phelps. Not that he agrees with that. In true defender style, never did anything wrong, sir, I swear. Bari for that inch perfect delivery. Some targets to aim for. Deng scored that free header on Tuesday. Curling ball from Akbari, and Carlos pinged for the push on Hitchcock. He's smiling as he walks away. I think he's done his job there. So some of the other scores this weekend, it's NPL Women's. Gold Coast Knights advancing to the grand final with a comfortable 3-0 win over Lions down at the Croatian Sports Centre. And it was a penalties classic between East and Brisbane City. It finished 2-2 before East won 3-2 on penalties. Young keeper Zoe Reeder, the heroine of the evening, earning plenty of praise from her teammates, and then she backed up in the under-23s final earlier today as well. FQPL men, Brisbane Strikers, late winner in normal time to get by Broadbeach 1-0. And Broadbeach will be taking on the winner of Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Ipswich FC. That game kicking off in about 20 minutes' time on FQTV. Phillips stationary on the ball. Dio dispossesses him and pumps that one up the sideline. And then FQPL Women's. Mitchelton, the one visiting team to win yesterday, and they needed a penalty shootout to get by the Gap. It's 4-3 on penalties after normal time and extra time finished 2-2. It's not causing too much stress for Pope. And so Mitchelton will be taking on Caboolture, who lost the qualifying final against North Lakes 2-1. North Lakes also celebrated their premiership. And North, their bad touch, will struggle to keep that one in. I think that message from Tom Fell was pretty clear. Nizawa holding off Pope, but pass can't find Dio. Debele hitting the afterburners, but Mackenzie too much of a head start. Only Orange in midfield There, Broderick. He loves scoring in the finals. Luke Broderick. The winner in the 2024 Kappa Pro Series final. Also the winner in the 2024 NPL semi-final. We'll have that 4-goal burst against Brisbane will be in round 21 to secure the premiership. 9 goals in all competitions this season. So if you are just tuning in, it's a delayed start to the qualifying final in the NPL Queensland men's competition. It's going to bring you all the action on FQTV. Lions and Penn Power locked up at 1-1. Nia Joseph scored inside 60 seconds for Penn Power. His first NPL Queensland finals goal after being held scoreless in his previous 2 appearances. For Broderick equalised 9 minutes later. And that is where we stand as this game has become a bit of an arm wrestle. Overly clear-cut chances either way. Luke Broderick. He has come up in a big way for a Lions side that's missing their talisman, Alex Fechner, who scored in every NPL game he played in, bar one, back in February. Comfortably took out the golden boot. And they're also missing Jack Skinner, who was their X-Factor in the grand final last season with that brilliant strike to take the lead that they would not relinquish over Moreton City. And Broderick, so close, but Driver, an excellent stop. That was a good tackle by Pope to take out Joseph, and the ball legally, and Hart Phillips will sportingly play that one out. Let's see if we have enough leeway on the replay. We do. Well, Pope definitely got the ball. I'm not sure how much of Joseph he got. He definitely collected him, and also just be the case of where the contact was as much as how forceful it was. You see, Scotsman has stayed down. Lions will be very, very happy to be playing this game at Luxury Paint Stadium in 2026. They have only dropped points twice here in all competitions. That round 2 draw against Gold Coast Knights, which coincidentally was a game where Alex Fechner didn't score, and then that round 6 draw against Brisbane City. And since then, their home form is all green. Win, 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 with the most recent entry, that 4-0 victory over North Sunshine Eagles on Tuesday. That was actually just in the end. Well, 9 wins, 2 draws, 0 defeats in all competitions. I'll come back to that in a second, because here go Lions again. There's a cross in, looking for Ponting, found at the top of the box. He tries to tee up Akbari. Hoare with the wall. It is Phelps in front of him. Ponting tees up the shot, and it'll deflect away. wins the throw in, so that home cooking for Lions. 9 wins, 2 draws in NPL in all competitions. 3 for 3 in the Kappa Pro Series, beating Wolves twice in the pool stage and the quarterfinals. Norton City Excelsior in the semi-final. They did need extra time on that occasion. They also needed extra time in their one Kappa Queensland Cup home victory over Holland Park. Well, if memory serves, that did come right after the Kappa Pro Series final. And then they did also win in the Australia Cup, so 14 wins and 2 draws here in all comps. To take the lead, Ponting steaming forward, and tackle made by Phelps, and the tackle wasn't made by Phelps, it was just a heavy touch from Ponting, and the appeals are very quickly waved away by Tom Fell, and there's a whistle now. That goal kick might have been taken a little bit too quickly for his liking, and we'll have a second attempt. I think Miyazawa and Gray tackled each other, but Lions won't punish them for that. Talking about Lions' home record, power on the road in the NPL. Six wins, 3 draws and 2 defeats in away games. So those draws, round 4 at Wolves, round 19 at Norton City, and round 22 at Gold Coast Knights. Their 2 losses were round 7 away to relegated Brisbane Roar B, and here at Lions. Winning form is what we'll be hoping for coming into the finals. Great curling effort trying to pick out the onrushing Dio, and it's over the top. So the form line for Power, winless in their last 5 league games. They were held to a draw on 4 occasions. The win of late was in the Upper Queensland Cup semi away to Rochedale. Well, perhaps finals football might free them up, especially with the knowledge that if things don't go to plan tonight, they do have that second chance. Although Jared has played it straight to Hitchcock. He'll nod it forward to Gray. The 2 former Terrace teammates link up. Also former Brisbane City teammates, I think. Gray couldn't keep that one in. So 10 minutes of normal time to play in the first half, and call for Gray to shift his position. I saw a little bit of confusion for Gray. He thought he might have been needed to close down Tommy Jared. Hoare, and now Carlos just keeping it moving. Spinners work to the advantage of Hoare, although the pass didn't find its intended target. Play on with the quick free kick. Joseph. Alley out to Mackenzie, who's pushing forward. Now Mackenzie has played to Debele and bursts through the wing back. And now it's all hands on deck defensively for Power, as that's over the top. Thurtell will take the touch away. We'll find Ale as he scampers back into his goal. Jersey tug there on Akbari, and down he goes, just making sure that Mr. Fell knows he was pulled back, as that ankle might be causing some grief. Josh Woolley picks up the game's first yellow card, 38 minutes in. So Josh Woolley, for a combative midfielder, has been surprisingly well disciplined. Picked up 5 yellow cards in the first 7 games of the NPL season, including a red card against Brisbane Roar B back in April, but he has not been booked in NPL action since then. The exact number, but I have a feeling with having made as many appearances as he did, he may well be Power's all-time leader in NPL bookings. So just part of the job, though. Forwards go to battle. Hitchcock wins there for Power. Miyazawa looking to get on the end of it, and he's gotten away from Jared. Now the defender rushes back, and there's just enough pressure on Miyazawa to take it away from him. Made by Phelps. Spring Powers are starting to chance their arm a little bit more on the counter, although they might have been just a little bit too ambitious, trying to pick out the rushing attackers. Hitchcock skips away from Hoare. Barry sizing up his options, and the wrong channel for Broderick. Joseph pass blocked by Pope, and Broderick trying to make something happen. Defenders slip. Broderick looking for 2, and it's wide. Oh, he's frustrated with himself there, Broderick. As Pope played a beautiful ball through, and that touch actually come off Driver, and he slipped, but Thurtell made himself big and will put it wide, the former Raw youth and Strikers marksman. be credited with the save there, Thurtell, but quick to react and put the pressure on Broderick. Certainly did its job. Joseph, that high press, almost producing dividends again. Hart Phillips goes inside, finding Hoare, and Carlos will stretch out those legs to keep it in. Ball is just flirting with the sideline, but not going out. It's back at the feet of the home side. Through Phelps yet again. Shoulder to shoulder, Akbari will go in the notebook and he'll get a booking. That challenge as Dio would have been away after winning that header. Diagonal finding Gray, and I think he just looked up at the most inopportune time, Gray. Seeing who was there for the square ball, or does he take the shot on himself? A good turn. Dio looks like he's growing in confidence as this match goes on. Woolley. The leg of Carlos, who in the way. Now slide tackle from Driver, unsuccessful. Overhit cross will force Broderick to chase it down on the sideline. A few players slipping on this surface tonight. Jared asking for a bit of space, and now that's the responsibility on to Broderick. I think Core thought about the shot, maybe tried to play the clip over the top, and ended up in two minds as that bounced into the hands of Thurtell, and he's back with Lions as they look to finish this first half with a flourish. Carlos in space, he's got options in the middle to aim for. Carlos, low ball, deflected, now Hoare, can he find the space? Shot, and it's blocked by McKenzie. Hart Phillips. Carlos, through it goes. Broderick, tight angle. Now will he... The square ball, well, it doesn't matter. He's offside. Good move, Broderick. He's lively again as he'll have to face the trio of power defenders. Hoare gets it out to Ponting. Curling effort. Oh, what a strike On the stroke of half-time, Blair Ponting has given Lions the lead. Well, it's the youngster Ponting. Clever touch to get it back on his right foot. Curled it into the side netting. And he could not have hit that one any more sweetly. And it's 2-1 Lions. And the real test for Power now, after they started so fast, can they rally? If not now, then out of the break has had that dream start, and we've been feeling pretty good about things at 1-1. The pressure will go on the likes of Miyazawa and Joseph, who have been good in the first half, very busy. And Gray slipping on the surface again. Maybe a few players changing boots at half-time if they have spares at their disposal. And looks like the footing might have not worked out for Ponting, and well read by Thurtell. He's now checking on Ponting, who... Alright, Ponting, I beg your pardon. McKenzie, who has stayed down, but there's that piece of keeping from Jordan Thurtell. His 66th Pen Power NPL game, featuring every league match, as we tick past the 48th minute of a delayed first half. A few players who might be keen to just get into the sheds for that halftime reset, so they will have to wait just a little bit longer as McKenzie gets treatment. Right, he's back up on his feet, which is an encouraging sign for all involved. It's been a warm day as spring, well, it's officially 2 days away in Queensland, but it feels like it. McKenzie, welcome back on. Together between Pope and Joseph off the ball, but damage done to either party as they'll compete again. That time Joseph wins the header, and North flirting with danger. Woolley went down and North was unbothered, so much so I think he's laughing that one off while Woolley asks for the foul. It's a dangerous game to play. Any sort of contact in that region, legal or otherwise. And after 50 enthralling minutes, that will do it for the first half at Luxury Paint Stadium. Lions leading this qualifying final by 2-1. It's still all to play for with a spot in the grand final on the line. We're going to step away for the halftime break and be back with the second half on FQTV after this.
Lions once again would like to thank their platinum sponsors, Luxury Paints and First Element, Value Dental, The Line Richmond, major sponsors, Bailey Ladders, Papa, Komatsu, Dinosaur, Tuong Master, and Midas sponsors KS and Partners, Race Compression, Chalmers Security Installation, Christine Homes, Sparkle Town Car Wash.
When you're building something to last, you know the importance of support, trust and teamwork. Digging deep, pushing forward, never looking back. From humble beginnings in 1979 to achieving hundreds of thousands of glorious goals. We're building strong foundations from streets to suburbs and communities all across the country. We believe in building better futures. That's why we're proud to partner with Football Queensland.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give. At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Future game is changing, and so it's really important for us to understand that we're not developing players for the here and now, it's for the future.
It's extremely important to have an identity as a state. There's some key characteristics that we identified as being really important to Queensland players. The first one is creative, which refers to a player's technical ability, their base level technique and their X factor qualities. Second is courageous, how players influence the game, their levels of effort, their absolute desire displayed on the pitch. And then there's competitive, so their winning mentality, and that's got nothing to do with winning games. And that's a never say die effort, which is a hallmark of Queensland players in the past. It's something we want to continue to preserve.
That sort of frames everything we look for in a Queensland player. It's really important for every fan of every club, for every member, for every player to understand what it means to be a Queenslander, lean into the nature of the Queensland spirit. I think this is the most exciting time for youth development in a long time in Australia. We've seen so many young Queenslanders move on to bigger and better things. We've seen so much national team representation, and we've seen a massive shift in terms of the focus on youth development in a professional sort of setting within the A-Leagues. So if you're a young Queenslander, it's our job at Football Queensland to ensure that we're giving every opportunity to players to reach that stage and support talent wherever it may be to reach the higher echelons of the game.
I think football was always my thing, yeah. I just loved it. I love being a part of the team and I love winning. I played for Warriors in Townsville and it was really good and I learnt a lot and I felt like I was just having fun. I was really nervous at first because I'd played against these girls all growing up. Like I'd always been in the Townsville team, they'd been in the Metro teams, and I was really nervous because I didn't know whether I was good enough or whether I was just like overreaching. With the right support and the right coaching and the right programs to be identified, like carnivals, you can definitely get spotted and you can do it. From there, it's just how much you want it, really. The Queensland State Team program has helped me believe in myself because a lot of the time when I don't believe in myself, I don't perform as well, and that's probably what's let me down. Off the field, I'd say just like becoming a better person and more mature and friendly and outgoing, and I feel like helped me bring me out of my shell, I guess, yeah. I feel really, really grateful and really honoured that I've been selected and that I've been seen and identified to be good enough to play, just to have the opportunity to play in front of national team coaches, and I just feel like super confident, super eager. It's really good to see my kind of progression from not making it at all to making it. The Queensland State Team program can really help push you into the A-League teams, the Premier League teams, the Matildas representing your country, and that's something that I aspire to do. I think just the level of coaching and the intensity and playing in a better team definitely makes you a better player, and you kind of understand what you have to do to get to that level, and it's, yeah, really good.
Welcome back, everybody, to Luxury Paint Stadium in Richlands. It is the NPL men's qualifying final between Lions and Peninsula Power. James Coughlin in commentary, bringing you all the action on FQTV on this Sunday night special. And it is Lions and Penn Power, one of whom 45 minutes away from a grand final berth. And right now it is advantage home side, advantage Lions. They were on the back foot 50 seconds into the game after Nia Joseph scored first, and he gets the second half underway. Although the Premiers responded. Right on, and it'll be another fast start for Penn Power in the second half. Looks like the visitors looking to play the early phase of the second half with some tempo. Deep cross that will actually go down as a shot on target. And Phelps with the body check. Sure, there was a whole lot he could have done to stop himself there, to be fair. But the Lions goal scorers in the first half, Luke Broderick in the 10th minute, and then in the first minute of stoppage time, Blair Ponting with a curling effort to give us the scoreline as it stands. Just checking in on that third goal scorer of the match, Blair Ponting. Based on his response, he is in fact all good, as is Broderick. Going to dribble away from Driver, and he's taking himself into the path of Mackenzie. Debele, who was subject of a couple of strong but generally legal challenges in the first half, as Woolley just pushes Hoare off the ball, and a blocked clearance is worked out for Lions. Now Akbari, left-footed effort, and enough power to beat Thurtell. Just a reminder, the winner will be playing in the grand final at Spencer Park in 2 weeks' time, or 13 days' time now. It's Saturday, the 12th of September. 12th, 13th, it's one of those two dates. It's definitely the Saturday night. A bit of a slice on that one from Akbari, and it's gone to Gray. Play to Phelps, and the losing team tonight will be hosting Moreton City Excelsior next weekend. Date and time and venue to be confirmed, but the loser, be it Penn Power or Lions, will be at home. And the reward for finishing in first and second during the season. Side netting it goes. Debele gets away from two and is played it forward for Hoare. There's plenty of space. Mitch Hoare, ball and blocked away. Phelps again. For Ponting. Curling up this time for the delivery, and just wide by Hoare, who had ghosted in ahead of Mackenzie, but the Penn Power defender did his job and put the pressure on. Let's see what the replay has to tell us. Ponting. He's trying to pick out that top corner, Mitch Hoare. Back with live pictures. Hitchcock The benches for the two teams, for Dan Barber and Lions, the reserve goalkeeper Pat Sartori, 2 Liam Ponting, 11 Jerson Lagos, who we expecting to see probably in about 10 minutes or so if form is anything to go by. Number 13, Alex Irwin. 22, Fred Oyett. And 23, Finn Beakhurst. Meanwhile, for Aaron Philp and Penn Power, the reserve goalkeeper is Jake Maloney. And the rest of the bench in a moment after that was straight into the face of Tommy Jarrett, who I don't think he's throwing a hand on his cheek, which will really draw a crowd. Oh, he was clipped by Dio, and advantage for Lions. Ponting through Hart Phillips for the cutback, and it was a trio of power jerseys. Hitchcock with the crucial touch, but Lions not going away. Slipped by Dio. Carlos drills it. Now it could fall Broderick. First time strike. Another block made. And the block goes behind for a corner, and quickly bring you the replay as Tom Fell, our referee, talks to Raymond Dio, and I think it's going to be a warning rather than that is Josh Phelps with a magnet somewhere in his kit. So that bench for Penn Power, Slade Stokes in number 3, Kane Gibbs in 7, 11 Kyan Bryant, 19 Joe Duckworth, and 20 Dan Leck. So those are the placement options as Akbari just repositions the ball, and Carlos comes short. Akbari pass it across. This is a rehearsed move from the training ground, and not enough bend on that from Hall. The top looking for Joseph, but skidded through to Lagos. Excellent ball, Hart Phillips, he's still onside. Dio, very quick to track back and take it away. Have a ball through, but it's a little too ambitious with the two speedsters. Both sides chasing it down. Riley left it to North. Miyazawa bounces it onto the chest of Woolley. He's trying to get away from Jared and Belay, and a wrestling match going on as just keeping an eye on that. Like the early scenes from the first Mighty Ducks movie with slipping and sliding on the surface at the moment. Got it on Woolley, now back. Joseph waiting for the bounce. North a little more aggressive. And no foul for Lions with the crowd in strong disagreement. Miyazawa fancies himself from range. Miyazawa skids it past with the left-footed effort, and behind it will go. He's just happy to sit back, and Power are capable of scoring the spectacular. Hart Phillips is doing a lot of chasing in the opening 10 minutes of this second half. Hart Phillips to Akbari, and I think Woolley is overly pleased with that decision. Hart Phillips time to deliver the cross, and it's drilled in. Akbari can't control it. Oof. A bit too much heat on it for Carlos. Ale working back through the middle. Ale, heavy touch, dispossessed. Out it goes to Debele. Carlos it's there, and a bit of a air swing from Thurtell, and no harm done at the back for Power as Broderick couldn't bring it under control. I think he was expecting that to fall literally into his lap. And from that angle, it would have required something special as well. Akbari wins the header and move it laterally. He'll get the follow-up. Aerial portion of this match will come to a halt. Joseph bring it down to the ground. He's been very, very busy. Miyazawa in space in the box, but the touch went into the path of North, who looks it behind for a Power corner. Plenty of distance, and another slip, this time from Joseph. Despite the horns, it's a free header off a delivery that had three blue jerseys waiting, and Phelps is going to give away the free kick for a little check on Riley. Riley, well, replay is just asking the question, should that have been a booking for a relatively cynical challenge? North on the same page as Akbari. Could open up a chance for Power. So search for the equaliser. Woolley, and foot from Hoare. Took it away from Joseph. Really aggressive to the ball, beating Murray to it. Now the strike from range and just not enough curl on it. Force a save out of Riley, who wastes no time as we hit the hour mark played at Luxury Paint Stadium. It's the NPL men's qualifying final between Lions and Peninsula Power coming your way on FQTV. We were delayed by over 45 minutes for kickoff, with the under-23s match preceding this one going to a penalty shootout where Gold Coast Knights won in a shootout where both keepers played a starring role. And now it's time to also keep an eye on the bench. So where we're at now in this match. Big decisions to keep an eye on for both coaches. Miyazawa, and look for that miracle ball, and despite the demonstration from Power, Miyazawa is deemed not to be fouled, and Lions playing on with Miyazawa down on the ground and Ponting no way through. And that is a Hitchcock continuing the dialogue with anyone who's willing to listen. As is one of the Power coaching staff. I feel like there was a foul there on Miyazawa, who's in his first NPL finals game, 32 games, 13 goals in all competitions, 11 of which came in the NPL. He's definitely livened up the Penn Power dressing room with his personality. Well, injury to Miyazawa is not ideal. I'm not sure if there was necessarily the expectation for Tom Feld to stop the match. It's my understanding that unless it's a head injury, it is at the referee's discretion. There is no obligation to stop the match for an injury. Just showing the impact location for that challenge. And Lions will play it back to Power after the concession of the throw-in to allow treatment for Miyazawa. There's no shortage of physicality in this match as really is coming back from an offside position. Miyazawa thankfully is back up on his feet and ready to feature for the next 27, possibly longer minutes. Next goal will certainly tip the balance of this match one way or another. Power have won twice here at Luxury Paint Stadium in the NPL era. Their first ever NPL game back in February 2019. A fond memory for myself as well. The first game in co-commentary Football Queensland with the brilliant Rafe Griffin leading the way. And here come the changes for Penn Power. It's Kane Gibbs coming on, as is a man who knows this venue, this stage, unbelievably well. Joe Duckworth makes his way onto the field wearing opposing colours. This is probably a bit of a weird feeling for him. 11 finals appearances in 7 years at Lions. So Danny Driver and Josh Woolley, the replaced players. And Joseph tries to go himself. What a save at full stretch made by Riley to deny the quick thinking strike from Nia Joseph. Header from Ale, touch by Hitchcock, and Joseph only had one thing in mind, and it almost came off superbly. In 2019, Sam Cronin with goals in the 57th and 88th minute. And then in 2021, round 9, Lewis Greenwood, the only goal of that match. And then last season, they did play a 1-1 draw here. Good ball. Riley with the punch, and it's only to the top of the box. On the turn, Gibbs. Fresh legs, and has he kept that in? He has. It's a corner. Tom Fell quick to signal. Carlos doesn't necessarily agree. Goes the corner free at the back post. Cleared off the line. McKenzie denied by Riley. And the Lions keeper comes up big for the second time in the space of 2 minutes. Jackson Riley. Huge for the reigning premiers and champions. Keeping it at 2-1. No appeals from Power suggesting that one had completely crossed the line either. Reece Gray has switched over from left to right, by the looks of it. Hitchcock strong in the tackle, gets it to Joseph. He's got support in the form of Gibbs. Does try and fashion the chance, and the last touch was off Gibbs. It was a double deflection. Pope into Gibbs off the attempted cross. It does look like, for all intents and purposes, Power might have switched tactics up. And Lions are preparing changes of their own to freshen things up. Not just yet, though, as they'll look to see off this threat from Power. As visitors surge forward. Dio fires it across goal, and Joseph cutting a frustrated figure at the back post, because once again, no way through Jackson Riley. Out to Ale. Power looking to freshen things up. A few different looks they've shown Lions tonight. Hoare winning the ball back, now getting it out wide. Ponting is going to win the corner. Last touch off McKenzie, despite the objections from McKenzie. Dan Barber looked like he was preparing some subs, but he's keeping his powder dry for the moment. Tell getting involved in the reunion between Carlos and Duckworth. And won by Gray only as far as Hall, who'll try and get it back into the box, and Power winning out with the weight of numbers. Now Joseph over the top of Miyazawa, and here go Lions again. Ponting hitting the afterburners, trying to get there ahead of Gray, but well, that's easier said than done. Changes now coming. Akbari sauntering to the sideline. Jerson Lagos. And Finn Beekos coming on. Blair Ponting, the other player, withdrawn. It's been another solid shift in midfield for Rahman Akbari. Blair Ponting with the goal that could send Lions to the grand final if this score holds. And Joseph picking the ball up in the centre circle, looking for Dio, and would not bounce in a favourable direction. Double A knocked down again. Just under 18 minutes of normal time to play. Marcos scored the winner here 4 weeks ago, and now it's Hart Phillips, the wing-back, breaking through to give them the advantage. Jackson Hart Phillips doubles Lions' advantage, and now they have 1 foot in the grand final. A quick move, the ball was won just on the power side of halfway. Hart Phillips in space, could not be closed down. And he scores another NPL Finals goal. And Jackson Hart Phillips scored the winner in the 2024 Grand Final at Suncorp Stadium, and has just given Lions a little bit of breathing space. Crowd is starting to find their voice a little bit. You could feel the tension. A little bit of breathing space. Now they know they just have to see off 16 minutes and stoppage time. Change of mind. Duckworth taking the throw in quickly. Duckworth only a late addition to Penn Power this season after starting the campaign off at Wolves. Memory serves, his last game was actually a 6-2 defeat for Wolves here. And Hoare knocks down Gibbs, and Gibbs very quick to ask for the yellow card for Mitch Hoare, and Tom Fell agrees. And that'll earn Kane Gibbs plenty of friends in the Lions dressing room. And Duckworth, can he give Power that spark off the bench? Deep curling ball, Riley saw it the whole way, and here goes Dembele. Carlos in support, tries to go through Gray, and he's done that. Aramugo Dembele channeling his inner Dembele, and Phelps is going to become the second player booked for Power. So 2 bookings apiece. Free kick is taken quickly, and it's not going to go out, so Phelps is going to have to play it. And Lions just happy to ping it around. It's a luxury paint stadium surface, which has seen many big moments in the NPL era since Lions joined the competition in 2018. You see Kyan Bryant, another attacker coming on for Power, and it's a slip from Dio. And that change now for Penn Power, it's Dan Leck and Kyan Bryant coming on. Replacing Miyazawa and Joseph Hitchcock. That may well be the frustrating thing for Power tonight as well, is they haven't really done a whole lot wrong in this match. It's in a hard-fought battle. It's not like that semi-final in 2025 or even the one in 2020 where it was 4-0, or 4-1, I beg your pardon, in 2020, and 3-0 last year, where Lions were just outclassing them. It's been a real tight tussle, as we have seen on 3 previous occasions this year. And Leck, no luck. Second changes for Lions, with Alex Irwin and Liam Ponting coming on. Aramugo Dembele coming off, I beg your pardon, as does Zane North. Irwin is expected to be that anchor in defence all season. Suffered an injury that limited his impact. As did the emergence of Chair Deng, which has earned him a move. 10 minutes of normal time remaining. Power can really make this a grandstand finish. They can find a goal here as it's to the back post. Dio on the cutback. Leck, he can hit them first time, but I can't get through. Pope, neither can the effort there from Joseph. Jared pushes it down that sideline, happy to just get it into the power half for a brief reprieve. Bounce away from Beakhurst, but Mackenzie's up and under, can only find the sideline. This is the 70th NPL appearance for lines for Finn Beakhurst as he's battling against Duckworth. And Hoare does well to keep that in on the first attempt. Second time, not so lucky. I would assume we're looking at another 3 or 4 minutes to be added on at this stage, but it's a loose pass, goes straight to Hoare. Lagos, can he seal it now? Lagos goes inside and he's slipped more than tripped by the looks of it. Phelps, again, unsurprisingly for the uncompromising centre back, says nothing in it, ref. It's the last roll of the dice for Penn Power with Slade Stokes being prepped for entry. Quick sub there for Anshu Ale. He's directed off by team manager Kurt McDonald. Quick, clear instructions.
Substitution to finish this now, number 3, Slade Stokes, replaces number 15, Anshu Ale.
Effort no way through. Jared with the block again. Carlos moves it away. Route 1, and it's through there, punched away by Riley. He won the race for the ball and won the free kick, as that was just a very solid collision between him and Raymond Dio. A no-nonsense approach, and split second the other way. That could have been a very different story for Penn Power. We'll have another delay for treatment. At this point of the season, those collisions do hurt a little bit more. With the wear and tear that a lot of these players would be feeling. Dio would have only played 9 games for Penn Power, but he's coming off the OFC Champions League, OFC Pro League. Vanuatu United. There's a couple of Queensland clubs with some ties to those teams over in the Pacific. Particularly Winter Wolves. Now the concern at Rotary Paint Stadium is the well-being of Raymond Dio. gets treated by the Power medical staff. Just a quick score update from Ballinger Park in the FQPL men's elimination final, FQPL 1. Sunshine Coast Wanderers 1-0 up over Ipswich FC. 42nd minute goal for the home side. Matt Natch will determine who is making the trip to Broadbeach next weekend. Dio, well, there's no one on the bench to replace him unless Trent Maloney is going to be activated under the concussion sub protocols and play in the outfield as well. Punting for Beakhurst. And a serious suggestion about Maloney in the concussion substitution, but it was collected high up. And that pass from Broderick couldn't find its intended target, and now Powell looking to go from one end to another. Joseph will open the scoring tonight. Brings it under control. Dio back. He's good to go, thankfully. And he's putting a telling cross off the chest of Hart Phillips. Now Gray with the strike and blocked by Jared. Not sure if that was technically on target or not, but it was cleared away by the Lions defence. Responded well after that early body blow. Wyatt, the only unused outfield sub for Lions at the moment, who will have a much needed weekend off. Their Hahn Australia Cup commitments also adding to their schedule. First world problem, admittedly. Will make his way into this match at some point soon. Ross, that right knee heavily strapped. That will be a change, and Broderick, the player to come off.
Come on, ref, get him on.
Substitution for Lions, number 22, Fred Orliet, replaces number 9, Luke Broderick. Come on, guys, let's hear it for Luke.
One of the goal scorers gets a round of applause as he departs. Minute and a quarter to go in normal time in this second half, plus a few minutes of stoppages as well. And Power just send a few nerves through Lions. Halving this deficit and giving themselves something to chase in stoppage time. It's going to be Gray winding up for the long throw. Not a whole lot of subtlety as Irwin and Phelps will collide. Two big bodies in the box. There's Gray with the long throw, looking for the bodies, and McKenzie got a head on it, but couldn't direct it past Riley, and the whistle is in Tom Fell's hand, and Josh Phelps has just been shown a yellow card. I think it was Josh Phelps. To double check that, because by my markings, that's Phelps' second yellow. Check that one post game. Beakhurst will chase that one down in the corner for the cutback. And Lagos for the icing on the cake. It's 4. Lions are off to the grand final. Jerson Lagos seals it in second half stoppage time. And the Premiers will have a chance to complete the Queensland quadruple.
Number 11, Jerson Lagos, Lions 4, Peninsula Power 1.
And after a pair of hard-fought 1-0 victories this month, Lions with a real statement, 4-1 in the second half. They have gone on with it after leading 2-1 at half-time. And they're saying if you want a grand final trophy, you'll have to come and pry it out of the trophy cabinet here at Richlands. Duckworth over to Mackenzie. Gibbs to Leck, looking for space for the shot. Instead, he plays a great ball through to Gibbs, and Riley, after getting beaten in the first minute, has come up huge. Actually, scrap the replay. As Powell will play it quickly, as I think the hopes of a miracle are now in the category of praying for divine intervention. And attempt from Bryant is blocked. Gibbs off the stomach, and Gibbs tries to go around Irwin, but so the 26-year-old does the job, and now it's something for Oyet to chase down. He's going up against his fellow sub Stokes. Oyet find some space and put it towards the top of the box, and Dio limping away. Give Lions an inch and they will take a mile. 3.5 minutes played here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Carlos over the top. Hoare is still running as he tries to check him and just takes enough pace off Hoare's run. Taking it away, Carlos. Lagos fancy a strike from range, watched closely by Duckworth. It's held up, Hoare. Now Oyet. He's out, he's dispossessed. Power coming along, and Jared will just punch it towards the sideline, but Bryant quick to react, and now looking for the rebound off Irwin, and it is a corner. And was that a hamstring for Irwin? We're going to have to see this one out, and Irwin scampers back onto the pitch and goes down. Power under no obligation to stop this one either, and it's a less than ideal spot for Irwin to go down. He was keeping just about every Power player on side, and I think that may well be a hamstring injury for Irwin. Hopefully not. I think with not that long to go, I'll just be told to try and walk it off. Wins the header. Duckworth puts it forward to Joseph, and Garrett will play that one into the fence as to exchange further pleasantries. The players, I think, accepted. It's just playing out the string. And for the 6th time, Lions will feature in the last game of the NPL season with a 4-1 victory. It is more semi-final pain for Power. They will have to take the long way if they want to make it to Spencer Park. A home date with Moreton City awaits. Nia Joseph opened the scoring for Penn Power in the first minute. Luke Broderick equalised in the 10th. Blair Ponting's curling effort gave Lions the lead they would not relinquish in first half stoppage time, before second half goals to Jackson Hart-Phillips and Jerson Lagos secured a 4-1 victory. That is where we're going to leave you tonight on FQTV. There is a whole lot more football coming your way next weekend. We're looking forward to bringing it to you. But for now, it is time for Lions to celebrate. They can start planning for the trip to Newmarket. And for James Coughlin and Double Take Sports, thank you for your company on this Sunday night. We'll see you next week.
Once again, congratulations to Dan and the boys. Peninsula Power now will play next week in the preliminary final against Moreton City. Next week we will have our ladies playing here in the preliminary final against Eastern Suburb. We will announce during the week what day that will be. Congratulations once again to Dan and the boys. Through to another grand final. They just keep coming.